Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Toy Collector Review with me, Sergeant Geek. Now today guys, while I was out in the wild checking for more Transformers, I checked my local Ross and I was able to come up with a pretty cool Transformer. It's a G1. It's a little bit newer than the original G1, but it's still G1 in my opinion. It is really cool. This is from the Beast Wars collection. So guys, let's go ahead, let's check out Transformers Beast Wars SCORPONOK. Alright guys, so here we are. Let's go ahead and let's bring out the figure we're going to be reviewing today. And here he is, Beast Wars SCORPONOK. Now this is pretty cool. This is actually made by Kenner. I guess they licensed it from Hasbro. I'm not really sure if they did the G1 originals. But as always, before we take a look at the figure, let's take a look at the packaging. Now I do remember these guys on the shelf as I passed through Walmart's back and forth. And I do recall seeing them. This kind of looks like the box I do remember seeing on the shelf. And as you can see there, I did pay $14.99 at Ross, which I think was a decent deal to get one of these G1 reissues. You know, the original price they had these guys up at $40 and higher was just way too ridiculous to pay for something of a old school toy. But as you can see here, no real product shots on the back, just a lot of information. You got the cool logo on the side there, and on the bottom you got more Lego mumbo jumbo with the description of the figure itself. So for other than the big window here where you can actually see the figure, there's really not much else other figure you can see. So let's go ahead, let's get him out of the box and let's take a look at SCORPONOK. Alright guys, so here is SCORPONOK out of the box. He is pretty big for a Transformer of a insect type, but let's go ahead, let's check out some of these features here. Now as you can see, you do have the face there and you have the mandibles that stick out. Now they do go up and down, but I don't believe they go out to the side, at least mine doesn't here on this figure. You got the two giant claws there, you got his legs here on the side, looking like rib cages really. Not really impressed with that. Then you got this big giant tail. Now look at him, really cool, looks blue, metallic blue, and here he is. Look at the bottom. They pretty much hide the robot really well. Now I'm not sure about the mechanical thing here for the stinger. I hope I'm operating it right. I'm trying to see if I can get it right so you guys can see, as I never grew up with these toys. But I believe you push it forward and the mechanical action in it actually makes the stinger come out and sting its prey. Once again, pretty cool idea in concept. I'm pretty sure the original probably had it done a lot better. Just this one, it doesn't really seem to work very well for it. But it does look cool nevertheless. Now you can see it has two missile launchers in the claw here. And you activate it by pulling the top portion of the claw. So let's go ahead and let's see how powerful these are. Now these things, whoa. I don't know if you guys saw that on camera, but that was both shots right there. I'm gonna actually have to look for those missiles. Now he does have something else here that we saw in Sandstorm. The SCORPONOK I have, he has the B there. Now this one actually is a portion of the claw itself. So as you can see here, it is a bee-like creature that actually folds up and takes the top portion of the claw. And as you can see here, in my hand, I have one of the missiles from the missile launcher. Hopefully I can find the other one. Let's see where it bounced to. But as you can see there, it goes into there. So let's go ahead. Now it's easy to fold them back up. Took me a little bit to figure it out, but you move that there, fold them up. You take the claws. He has a little connector in the front where you put it together and hold it somewhat together. And then he has a spring-loading mechanism right there. Let me see if I can get it to show you a little bit better here. As you can see there, it has a clip and a prong right there, port. You just slip it right in, the clamp will hold down to it. And that's that. Now with loading these up, it's a little tricky because you do got to move the claw up a little bit, but that also fires the projectiles as well. So make sure when you put them in, hold them down when you close up the claw. So this way it doesn't fire while you're loading it up. And guys, there you have it. They do come packaged in the alt modes. As you can see here, he didn't come in robot form like they've been doing lately. But really cool. So guys, let's go ahead. Let me bring out the Sandstorm figure that I have. I actually have from the new Netflix show, the Sandstorm, which is a variant of Scorponok. And you can see here the two very different designs they have going on. You can see the Sandstorm looks really cool. I like the way he looks. I just wish I could get my hands on the Scorponoks of this caliber right here. But really nicely done. And the G1, for being a G1, I gotta say it is pretty cool. But guys, let's go ahead, let's put him in robot mode and let's check out the features there.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
I'm a video gamer. I'm a skateboarder. I'm a trainer.
New Pretender Transformers are here.
Master the power of Pretender Transformers.
Pretenders split apart to reveal a powerful robot.
Pretenders, they hide the Transformer inside.
And look, there are evil Decepticon Pretenders too.
Transform the Pretender.
Master the power of Pretender Transformers.
Pretenders sold separately.
We now return to the Transformers.
Alright guys, so here he is in his alt mode, and he does look pretty cool right here. So let's go ahead, let's take a closer look, and hopefully my camera will work with us today without any problems. Now here's a closer look at the head. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like a combination of RoboCop and Dragon Ball Z. Now the arms go out 90 degrees. They do have this 360 rotation. The only thing I don't like about it is the placement of these screws. They put it in place here for the robot mode when they could have left it for the alternate mode, but I guess there was more focus on the alternate modes than it was on the robot modes. That's why you can see all these screws and everything here, which makes it look bad. There is no hip rotation. The legs can go out as far as that to the side. They can go up to about 90 degrees or very close to it towards the front, as you can see here. But towards it is a whole other story. As you can see, it doesn't go all the way 90 degrees. Somewhat close, but close enough. Now you got a little bit of a thigh rotation as well, and you got the knee bend here, which is nowhere near 90 degrees. He's got very short thighs and very long shins. Now you got the toes here that can go up and down, and the back heel that can go up and down. But that's about it. Really not much to it. You guys already saw the action that the claws can do. Let me get him to stand up. He is pretty stiff. He does hold up pretty well. It's just trying to balance that big long tail that hangs out in the back right there. It's just kind of hard balancing with that. But guys, once again, let's go ahead and do a quick comparison. Let's bring out Sandstorm again. Now here is Sandstorm in his alt mode. Very nicely done. I do like it. And I think I know where they got the idea for Sandstorm. Take a look here. If you put this on, here's Sandstorm. So now Scorponok has just gotten the head of Sandstorm. I guess it's a defensive helmet that they actually use to make an alternate version of the character. But here with this one G1 figure, I got both figures in one shot. As you can see, the same thing. That's the only difference on Sandstorm and Scorponok is the coloring and the head sculpt. So one figure, two characters, pretty cool. Alright guys, and here is where we're gonna end the video for today. Alright guys, so that wraps up another episode of Toy Collector Review. Now when it comes to our dear friend Scorponoks here, is he worth getting? G1 guys, maybe not so much. They might not be into it, but especially you guys from the 90s, you guys will definitely want to collect this. This is very, in my opinion, the original is highly collectible. This one is more of a nostalgia piece, but it's still pretty good, and I am glad that I got him, and I'm gonna add him to my G1 shelf with all my other G1 Transformers, because technically, even though he is a reissue, he is still a G1 figure. This is the first generation of the Scorponok, so it only is fitting that he goes on the G1 shelf. I'm gonna try to see if I can get a couple more of these reissue guys and do a review on them, because like I said, I do like the show. I've watched it. It is pretty good. So why not get some of the G1 figures and take a look at them and add them to the collection? Well guys, once again, it comes to that point in the video where if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, become a member of this channel. Hit that bell notification so you can be notified every time I put out a new video. And guys, share these videos on all your social media platforms. It does help. And don't forget to smash that like button. Now guys, if there's anything in particular you would like to see on this channel, go ahead and hit me in the comment section below, and I will do my best to get that out there for you guys. Once again, I'm Sergeant Geek, and I'm signing off.